It's currently right around 5:30. Gonna go take this, dump it. So my other truck is still hooked up to the trailer that I picked up yesterday. So I need to move them all around. I need to pull my hitch off the other guy. So I'm gonna move all of those around and then we'll get on our way. I'm sure the neighbors love me. Just gonna shut the lights off. We're all hooked up. Trailer lights are all on. Let's go check the ones around back. Perfect, perfect. Running lights, brake lights. Everything's on. It's still tight. All the bungees are tight. Let's get on our way. We're about 15 minutes away. Hopefully when we get there, there's not a crazy line. Up to the dump. It's about 6:15. They don't open until 6:30. Try and get here nice and early. The line goes all the way down the street if you get here at 6:30, and they cut it off once they hit their quota or limit for the day for non-DEP. Since I don't have DEP numbers on this truck, so we're gonna wait until they open. Hopefully we can get in and out pretty quick. Have to get home and do a bunch of other stuff. So the way this works is you pull, there's probably about 5 cars in front of me. And that's the scale house, and the scales are just to the left of it. And there's a gentleman all the way up at the front, waving people in one at a time. You go up, you turn around, you pull on the scale. The guy in the booth will weigh you, take down your plate number, you go around the block. The building to get weighed in is back there. You back in, I dump it, I pull back down the street, back on the scale, and then, you know, he'll weigh me again and get my tare weight. And that's how you pay, based off of whatever amount of weight you dump out. It's right around like $100 a ton, something like that. So, not the cheapest, but for doing small projects where it doesn't make sense to get a dumpster, it makes more sense just to throw it all in the dump trailer, because I get 2 or 3 projects out of it. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna hop out and I'll pop one of the straps off. That way when I get back there, it kind of just speeds up the process. You won't have as much to do in line while everybody's waiting on you to get your crap unloaded. Not that that took a whole lot of time. So normally I'd take my other truck here, my F-150, but since this trailer is a little bit heavier, or a little bit more loaded, I decided to use the 350. And if I have commercial plates, which I do on this truck, then I need to have a DEP sticker. They used to let it slide, they won't let it slide anymore. So now I need to figure out if I'm gonna go swap trucks or come tomorrow morning. All right, so we're on our way back. I decided that tomorrow morning I'll just do it again with the other truck. I have a couple other things to take care of this morning where I don't really want to run back there right now with the other truck, and they close at 8 and it's already 7:03. So there would be a chance of not even making it if we went back this morning. So I'm gonna run home, put some stuff away. I'm gonna run up to the DMV, gonna register the trucks. All the trailer registrations expire in March, so I'm gonna update whichever ones I need for that. And then I need to get one of the trucks inspected, run over and do that, and then we'll get started for the day. Like 9:30 now. We're gonna head down to the DMV. I have like 4 trailers to register. I'm not gonna register the Kodiak yet. I'm gonna register that once I know what the weight rating I want to designate it to is gonna be. Got a couple packages from Amazon. This is a digital tire inflator with a locking chuck on it, so you don't need to hold it there. And this is a 3-pack of just cheap digital tire gauges. I was looking for one the other day, couldn't find it, so I just got some of these to keep around. Little display there, little light in the front. They were like $10 or $15 for 3 of them, so I figured that wouldn't be a bad thing to have. We're on our way back from the DMV right now. Overall, everything went pretty well. Got the boat registered, got the trailer registered. It's the first trailer that I've registered commercially, and rather than renewing every year, it renews every 4 years. And apparently you don't pay sales tax. Not sure if that's gonna create other issues with me having to get a DOT number on it or a DEP decal for it, but I'm gonna figure that stuff out as I go. So now we're gonna go back to an office job that we're working on. We're gonna go put down some vinyl flooring and some rubber trim over there, and then we'll work on some stuff back at the shop later on this evening. Back to Home Depot, pretty much finished up for the day. It's all after 6. I went to 2 Home Depots to pick up the vinyl floor tile cutter. Picked it up finally after I found one that was in stock to rent for the day, and found out the tile that the customer picked out is a 16 by 32 and not really a plank, and the max width that the tile cutter will cut is obviously 13 inches. And so now I'm headed back to return that. Back from Home Depot. I returned the tile cutting machine, and I picked up these threaded rods, or not threaded rods. I decided to use bolts because this is the custom railing that I'm making for a deck project. And then there's gonna be another video on this. And then this guy sits right over the steel tubing, because nobody makes a railing anything close to like this. And we didn't want to have to put 2 more posts in for the deck, so we opted just to make something custom. So then what I'll do, on each side, I will weld in a piece of steel plate. I'll cut the corners on a 45, and I'll weld in a piece of flat bar inside of here with the nut behind it, which will allow me to thread the bolt in. So the one side will get 6-inch, and then on the other side it's going at the post, so we don't have as much clearance. I could either make a threaded rod come out the back with the nut, or bolt it in from the top, depending on how much space I end up with. So I decided I was just gonna do a quick coat of paint on this. I already did the other underside and flipped it over. I still need to weld the steel plates in this weekend, but at least it'll have a good first coat on it. This is self-etching Rust-Oleum, just generic Home Depot paint. Might get some runs in it because it's cold out, but looks pretty good. should be it for the day. I didn't hook the trailer back up yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to need to go pick up more stuff later on tonight with my truck, but I backed it right up, so first thing in the morning, all I need to do is back it straight up. Everything's lined up. I'll toss this in the truck so I don't forget it in the morning, and I'll go back to the dump in the morning. That should be it for today.